Lads, I did not want to make this video, but after the most recent Tottenham video, I just can't help it. I have to sit down, I have to talk about it, I have to let my frustrations out, and I need to get your guys' feedback and see where you guys are at with this game. Because right now, for me, FC25 is probably the worst we've ever had from EA Sports. Probably the worst game they've ever made. In my opinion, it's an absolute mess right now. And like I said, these thoughts, these feelings, they kind of came from the last Spurs episode where, I mean, look, if you didn't see it, we're going to flash on the screen what happened now and just show a quick clip of what the hell happened at the end of that Tottenham game. What's he lifting? He's not got out in his fucking hands. He's got nothing in his hand. I have worked for 3 seasons for this goddamn moment, and Son's lifting thin air. He's lifting thin air. As you can see there, the bugs in this game, they're here. They're here to stay as well. There's been so many graphical bugs in FC games over the years. Let's be honest, right? There was bugs last year where it would cut to people who looked like aliens who were working on the sidelines. This game has always been buggy, but for me, when I look at the overall feedback and general feeling of the game at the start of the year, and then you look at it now 3 months down the line, the game's already 50% off, which it did last year, but that was the first time that this game's ever been 50% off before even Christmas. It usually happens after Christmas in the January sale. We're already at 50% off. This game is in trouble, and our only downside is this is the only game we have, if you like career and career modes, to play. And this is the circle that we're stuck in. The game, for me, when it launched, was already a little bit broken. Well, maybe I shouldn't say broken. Maybe I should just say it was already a little bit buggy. But it just feels like now it's got even worse. I mean, from the gameplay, which, I mean, loads of people have had issues with all year round, but now to these sheer graphical glitches, like when you're trying to make transfers and you can't even see the numbers. The way that you sort on the player screens or on any screen, it's extremely difficult to see the bar that you're trying to sort with. Just like that graphic with the trophy lift. We spent 3 seasons, hard work, several episodes, like 30 episodes, to finally get to a moment. And if you're a Tottenham fan, you don't win many trophies. And we finally get to a moment where we get to lift this glorious trophy, and we just get absolutely crapped on. And it's driving me insane. That moment, it takes a lot to tip me over the edge with a game, but that moment right there, that pushed my buttons. It doesn't help that this year, by far, is the worst UI I've ever seen on a game. Like, I mean, just look at the emails, for example. The game doesn't even stop to tell you you have an email. That's extremely important. Like a youth player leaving the academy. He wants out, you have a brief period of time to sign him up. Nope. We're not going to warn you about that. We don't see that as valuable information for you. Or like a player's release clause being met. Again, we don't get those emails. The game doesn't stop for the emails. Or if it does stop, I don't actually know when the game stops. I've looked at it several times. If you do any simulation in this game and you're trying to fast forward, it is handy to be able to have the game stop as little as possible unless it's for, let's say, a rebuild just for transfers. But there isn't really the exception of that, and the game just stops a lot unless you calendar sim. And speaking of that whole system of when it stops and it comes up with this list of jobs, it is the most monotonous. Right, so this is one. We set now, or you can set, automated training plans. Now, I imagine in my head, I've set an automated training plan because I don't want to have to look at that screen very often. But at least once a week, I will get on my to-do list, check the automated plans. I've automated them for a reason. I don't need to be stopped and told to check them. I don't know. It's a list, right? This is a list, an accumulation of things that have led to the point where the game is terrible right now, where the game is it's just a mess. And don't even get me started on the fact now that we consistently, one of the best features, right? One of the best features. This is a ramble, this is a rant video, and I'm going to run the hell with it. one of the best features that they added to the game, in my opinion, was the newsfeed. I thought that was sick. That's such a cool idea, something that should have been in there for a long time, but really helps you get immersed into the save. And that's really important, I think, in a career mode, is trying to be as immersed as possible into your save. Keeps it fun, keeps it exciting, keeps you wanting to go back and continue to play the game. If you're a career mode guy, having immersion is probably one of the most important things. So adding the news feed was a big win. And they haven't had many wins in the career mode space for a long time. And they had a couple this year, which I think put people at ease and made people a little bit happier. But now as we've hit this stage, it's 3 months, we've played quite a lot of the game. That's not the same sentiment. And the fact that now on the news feed, like every couple of news items, there is an advert for beats. In a £100 game if you bought the early access. If not, it's what, £60, £70. And we're getting adverts for beats. As if EA doesn't make more than enough money off the absolute scam that is Ultimate Team, we now get adverts for beats. Because they need more money, quite clearly, to try and fix the bugs in the game. I don't understand how we've got here. The menus are laggy, extremely laggy. They're unresponsive. I'm someone who likes to try and play quick. I have pockets of time to play the game and get videos done. And I'm sometimes trying to fly through transfers, whether that's accepting them or rejecting them. And the amount of times that the menu is lagged so that I have accepted a transfer or gone to negotiate it instead of rejecting it is just, it's too many. The menu should not suck this much. It should be a nice, smooth experience, especially 3 months in with several patches. And when I read the patch notes, I like the patch notes. They're adding player faces, they're adding boots, stadiums are coming in, stuff like that. They're great. Fix the bugs that are in the game though, EA, man, come on, please. Just fix some of these bugs. Some of them are just absolutely ridiculous, and I haven't even listed them all. There are tons. There are so many bugs. And the gameplay, I don't like to pick on too much because gameplay can be a little bit subjective to how you like the game to play, whether it be arcadey, whether it be fast speed, whether it be more realistic. So I don't like to pick at the gameplay too much. But man, we had a game recently where a 68 overall goalkeeper saved 15 shots from players that are 80 plus. There's just no real excuse in any realm that makes any sense. And I've hit a little bit of a brick wall with the game. I'm not gonna lie. What the hell is going on? We have a winter patch coming up, and all I can kind of hope is that some of this stuff is fixed. I'm realistic. I know not all of it's gonna be fixed, but there is a reason right now, and most career mode or FIFA content creators will tell you the same. Views are down. People in being interactive with the game, it's down. Like, it's not having anywhere near the same enjoyment. I mean, it is insane to see the drop-off this time around. Now, we did do a poll, and the poll was quite nice, that quite a few, well, 50%, which, to be fair, 3 months into the game being out, I would expect more than 50% of people who bought the game still playing the game. But, yeah, it's a worry, and it's going to continue to be a worry because I don't feel like it's going to change until there's a competitor. Please, 2K, release this damn FIFA game. If you've got it, if this is the truth, if the rumors are there and they are true, please, 2K, release this game. I just wanted to make this video because I'm passionate about it, and I know you guys are probably feeling the same way. I want to get my thoughts and opinions and feelings out there a bit more. I'm intrigued to know what you guys are kind of feeling about the game right now and where you stand with it. You know, have you dropped off? Are you finding yourself frustrated with the game? Are there a lot of elements there in career mode, most importantly for me and our channel, that you were just like, what are you doing, EA? Like, how are we in this position? Because I find it so difficult to ever understand how I started playing a game and the game that I started playing is now worse. I find that really, it racks my brain, because in most other games that you will ever play, patches make the game better. Adds content and makes the game better. With EA, patches make the game worse. And this has been a reoccurring theme, but I feel like this is the worst I've ever seen it at this stage of the year. And I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like they've done more major patches this year than they normally would do as well. But whatever they're doing, It's not working very well for the game, and it's absolutely breaking it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to get a little bit of a rant out there. I just, more than anything, like, what the hell's going on with EA right now? What the hell's going on with FIFA? Like, what, genuinely, what is happening? This is the worst I've seen it. And I am, considering this channel's just hit 10K, I'm hoping that this doesn't last for much longer. But we are going to be exploring different football games. UFL has come out. It's not really usually our cup of tea because it's not a career mode. But we are going to be giving it a go. We are going to be trying it out. I feel like that's what we should be doing on this channel. We've got more content coming through. We will stick and persevere. Do not worry. Tottenham's going nowhere, and we have a new series. Well, not a new series, but a new video with something else in career mode coming out hopefully very soon in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's it for me. I appreciate you all. Show me some love down there in the comments and let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on the state of this game right now. Hit the like button just because, you know, kind of let EA know when they're seeing. I hope somebody's watching all the content that's being released on them right now about how bad the game is. That there's stuff to work on. I'm not someone who just likes to hate for the sake of hating. I don't really feel like it's great. But I also don't feel like sitting here as a creator and doing absolutely nothing when there is something very, very wrong with a game that's actually very expensive. I just don't feel like that's right. But yeah, thank you, boys. Appreciate you all. I'll see you for the next video.